Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Patriots going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Dixon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Second down, it's Dixon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Defense showing blitz. On the give, this is Dixon. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Dixon. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run. Again, it's Lewis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now a play fake. Brady trying to lay one up deep, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The give running right, Dixon. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Play action, it's Brady. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Jeremy Langford. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Langford, 93 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They try again with Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. Room here to run. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a handoff looking right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 3rd down, it's Edwards, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Blake Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wallace. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go!
They'll run it here with Dixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no short thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, here's Dixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He finds an opening past the 40. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
Brady now on first down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've reached halftime. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Brady to throw on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kamalei Correa. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Pats on 3rd. And even 60 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is Lewis. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Frank's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He was looking for Breshad Perriman, and it's second down. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now a handoff right side. It's Dixon pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. A dump off for Dixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down. Play fake. He'll look to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Dixon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And out Not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. He'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, that's Dixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So 2nd and 10 here. They run. This is Lewis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for New England. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now. Leopard! Leopard!
He'll look to throw. And Brate has it over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Flacco looking for his first toss. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Patriots, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.